Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one." Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for the Wizards, Davis Bertans out there with Alex Len. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Avdija in at the three, the small forward. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
Well, you bring up some great points. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Beal with it. Pass to Len. To the inside. And the dunk by Len.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Now Beverly. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Offensive rebound. Avdija gets the bucket.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Beverly. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Passes it to George. Rejected by Len.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here is Los Angeles now. Just 5 to shoot. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. Rebound, Washington.
And that's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Bertans, and finished off by Bertans.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
It's tipped. Zubac against Len. And Cousins comes over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here are the Clippers. Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. George over in the corner. Cousins. Outside Leonard. And they double up Cousins. Shoots over Beal, and Cousins gets it to go.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Beal, the pass to Len. Now Westbrook. Here's Len. 12 points his last outing. Abdia can't hit. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Alex Len picks one up.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
And the first one drops.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Now here's Westbrook coming off a solid outing against Miami. Berton's shot is good.
Yeah, this is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
Now here's Zubats. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And George kicks to Zubats. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Len. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Here's Beverly. Clock is at 3. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, Beal in position. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Hawks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they've put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
Leonard, no luck.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Westbrook missing. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Westbrook does a ton of damage at the mid-range, but when he has a three-point shot going, look out.
And George, here we go. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring, you get good playmaking and rebounding, you get a defender with active hands. You know, there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
Now here's Westbrook. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Len passes to Westbrook. And Beal kicks to Len. Back to Beal. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Outside Leonard. Beverly the pass to Cousins. Lets it fly from 18 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. That puts them in the lead. Cousins has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, you might want to call down some recruits to try to stop DeMarcus Cousins. 5 might not be enough.
Washington trailing. Pass to Avdia. Back to Westbrook. Over Beverly. Here's Pertinis. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And they pick up 2. Cousins has got 6 points.
Well, I like to watch when DeMarcus Cousins outworks any defender. He finds ways to score. Even with the aggressive defense surrounding him, he'll find a gap.
Westbrook dishes to Beal. He kicks it to Avdia. And Cousins comes over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run here. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Beverly with the ball. Now Avdia defending. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Wizards trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Alex Len. Daniel Gafford comes in for Bertinis. Hachimura is checked in for Avdia. And Smith subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Left side Rondo. It's stolen by Hachimura. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Finish off the break.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
There's the pass to Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around. Over Smith. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 4-point game. The shot by Beal, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Smith finds Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Rondo against Smith. Rondo dishes to Jackson. Pass to Morris. 5 to shoot. Kennard for 3. Rebound, Washington.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Beal That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Puts it up from 7. Jackson misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And here's Kennard. Inside. Morris with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Here's Beal. Tries again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Wizards trail by 3. Smith scanning the floor. Outside for Beal. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Beal. 6 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Rondo. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Rondo with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. Oh, that's blocked. For Washington, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And it's tied up with that one.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Wizards.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Rondo with it. Clock at 4. Over Beal. And too long on the shot. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, it's a physical game, obviously, but, a lot of it is mental. So, just, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ibaka is out there with Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the 2 guard. Now here is Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And that one falls for Beal. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Ibaka. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Jackson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got his first basket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Wizard shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Ibaka against Bryant. Over Ibaka. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. It's Jackson with the drive. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hutchison's shot is off.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here is Morris. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The Wizards have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Hutchison, and he comes up with the deuce. Hutchinson's got it all tied up now for Washington.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Alex Lenz checked in for Bryant. Davis Bertans comes in for Rui Hachimura. Bob Diaz checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Zubats, that's good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Westbrook. Trailing by 2. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Avdia with it. Cousins is there. And George, here we go. Another shot, and the rejection by Smith. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Avdia with the ball.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Now Smith. Pass to Len. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Leonard.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Beverly for 3. Bertans grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Westbrook, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Leonard attacking. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot, and one.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oakley was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Here's the proverbial easier said than done. You got to tie up Cousins if you're going to foul him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins is so aggressive. He's always going to draw some fouls on the inside, whether the refs call that or not. Fortunately for the team, he's a very good free throw shooter.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. So it's the Wizards now, trailing by 4. Westbrook finds Smith. The Wizards working the ball around now. Deflected by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Shot clock at 5. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Westbrook.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Off target from the wing. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bertans. That free throw good from George.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Washington calls timeout. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Westbrook. 7th in assists, 11th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
Yeah, he's going to be in the paint is Alex Len, and he's good at forcing the defense to come in and take some chances. Whacked him that time.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Len.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Abdia, the Clippers getting the bucket. Outside Westbrook. Smith outside, trying to find Len, gets it to him. Los Angeles leading by 8. Now here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
So it's the Wizards now. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the basket by Washington. And George kicks to Beverly. Clock at 6. And the pass to Leonard. It's deflected. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Oh, wow!
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A moment here now to see the numbers for Paul George. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw good from George. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. He's perfect from the line this time. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Len. Westbrook against Beverly. Outside Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
A monster drive there by Westbrook. So explosive. Contact phases him not in the slightest.
Now here's Cousins. Defense is right there. Passes to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Washington with the rebound. Len's got 6 rebounds in the game. Avdia with it. Leonard picks him up. Pass to Beal. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead. Beal against George. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Washington shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Double team on Westbrook. Now the pass to Gafford. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Clippers leading by 5. Over in the corner, Beverly. Leonard with no one around. Off target with his 3.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Rebounded by the Wizards. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. And it's Westbrook missing. Outside Leonard. It's blocked. And here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. And again, Washington no good.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Now here is George. It's a 5-point game. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Avdia with it. George picks him up. Beal gets a wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Beal's got 7 now in this quarter. And the Clippers call time here. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Hachimura comes in for Avdia. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Kennard. 5 points in the game. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a leap tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Wizards trail by 5. Westbrook surveying the D. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Well, this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. On its way from Ibaka for 2. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Outside, Beal. Bryant against Ibaka. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
The Wizards have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Wizards making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in.
One shot.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Westbrook against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Down low. Beal with the steal. In transition. Here come the Wizards. Here's Hutchison. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Hutchinson's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Jackson looking around. The three. Can't hit that one. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, I love that they were forceful at the offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Avdia out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Alex Len. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. That's the route for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Bertans against Zubac. Left side, Beal for the lead. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Beal's got 15.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
Leonard looking over the floor. That one doesn't go. Now Washington takes it the other way. Up the floor. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
First free throw is good.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And both free throws good for Beal. Here's George. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Passes it to Beverly. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody near George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 19 points.
Well, Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 1. Beal the pass to Bertans. Avdia with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, that's a shot that Westbrook has learned to use well. When he's hitting that one, it's going to open up some lanes later in the game.
Outside, George. To the middle. It's tipped. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Len. He's got 7. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Bertans for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers trail. Down low, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Double team on Westbrook. A shot by Bertans, nobody around, no good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Now Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cousins. The Clippers need to get off a shot. George, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
George against Beal. George dishes to Leonard. Over in the corner, Cousins. And the Clippers miss again. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Here's Leonard. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bertans inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the shot goes in. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Now here's Len. He has 7, and Beal gets it to go.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Wizards have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Westbrook passes to Len. To the left side wing. The 3 from Bertans. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Westbrook with the block. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Smith checked in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the Clippers, Ibaka comes in for Ivica Zubac. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Now here is Smith. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint, here's Len. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, you got to set up a quality screen, and right there Alex Len does a great job, rolls with purpose in that pick and roll.
Bertans against Leonard, lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Beal with it. He's picked up by Cousins and finished off by Beal.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the Clippers call time here. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
For the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Davis Bertans, and Rui Hachimura's subbed in for Avdia. The Clippers also changing it up. Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins, and it's Kennard in for Leonard. Now, here's Kennard. He's got 7. Len with the block. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. A 2-point game. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Smith. High arcing shot, and it's denied. And he's able to get it back. 5 on the clock. Beal drives in. The shot by Len. Wide open. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Len's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards. Here's Rondo. Feeds to Ibaka. Shoots over Len. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Alex Len picks one up.
Extremely well put together in terms of body coordination. Ibaka pump fakes under control, then draws the foul.
Ryan is checked in for the Wizards. And so he makes both from the line.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 3. Now here's Kennard. He has 7. Ibaka down low. Lets a floater go. Does not fall through. He's missed 6 of his 14 attempts. The pass to Smith. Outside Bryant. That's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. George against Hachimura. Back to George. Rebound by the Wizards. Smith outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead. How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Wizards making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Wizards have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Beal from long range. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And it's Rondo in the corner. The dish to Ibaka. For the lead, Morris trying to free himself up. Ibaka, no luck. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Jackson, he's checked in for George. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Jackson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Ibaka kicks to Rondo. On the wing, Jackson. To the inside, Kennard. That one goes. Count it. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 1. Pass to Bryant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Kennard. He's around 6 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Yeah, just a bit rough around the edges, but he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them.
The Wizards making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Passes it to Ibaka. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Washington trailing. Westbrook passes to Hachimura. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
I love how under control Hachimura is. Able to push his way through the contact and score. Nice work.
Now here's Leonard. 17 points in the game. Here's Ibaka. Oh, and the dunk by Ibaka.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. It's a close game here in Washington. The pass to Hachimura. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Westbrook passes to Hachimura, and that one is good. Hachimura's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now here's Leonard. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. Fourth, Russell Westbrook.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
Well, it's about taking smart shots and playing with great control. And that smart shot selection coupled with tremendous pure shooting, that's got them on the top of the list.
So it's the Wizards now. And Beal kicks to Bryant. Pass to Westbrook. Morris against Bryant. The Clippers in the lead. Inside. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook against Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, you could see the defense break down, but credit the aggressive play of Westbrook for making that happen.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Just how fierce a competitor Russell Westbrook is. He just lays it all out there on the line every single night.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Leonard. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, leading by just 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Reggie Jackson out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. To the inside, and there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Beverly. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Wizards. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. To the right side. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Jackson, and the shot is good.
Just feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Wizards trail by 4. Outside Westbrook. A beautiful reverse layup.
Wow, he put a little extra on that one, didn't he?
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Beverly looking around. Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night. Just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
Washington making some changes. Alex Len comes in for Bryant. And it's Avdia in for Hachimura. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Paul George, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Clippers leading by 3. Beverly the pass to Cousins. Zubac trying to break loose. A second chance effort. And at last they get one to fall.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Westbrook. Passes to Bertans. Kicks it to Avdia. 6 to shoot. From the line, another one falls for Washington.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Beal against George. Dishes it to Leonard. Pass to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Offline with his 3. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Wizards trail by 3. And here is Beal. He dishes it to Len. Outside Westbrook. Len with it. And Bertans now top of the key.
Great to see Cousins get after it on defense there. He has the size and skill needed to be a lockdown defender, especially on the interior.
Wasted no time on that one. Now Beal. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Westbrook. Over Beverly. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. And here we go Fast break. Cousins has got it. Here's Leonard. Len grabs the board. Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly for 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Beal from long range. The Wizards with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside for George. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 24.
Yeah, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Washington. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Now here's Len. Clock at 6. From deep. And Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Bertans. And here we go. Washington fast break. Avdia with the ball. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, they've decided, and so has Russell, to ride his hot hand here tonight.
And he lays it straight in. 26 points for him.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Westbrook against Beverly. Westbrook can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard finds Cousins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, that's when it's got to be a chop shop down there. When Cousins gets it that deep, he's exceptional at getting the position that he wants in the paint.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Wizards trail by 6. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. The feed to Cousins. Here's Beverly. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So it's Avdia. He'll go to the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. That free throw good from Avdia. Los Angeles leading by 3. To the wing right side. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 24.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has worked so hard on his shooting to become more consistent, specifically the 3-point shot.
Washington has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Beverly against Westbrook. Pass to Bertans. Down low. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good. And it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Wizards. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. The Clippers have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. George against Beal. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And Washington has possession. 6-point game. Bertans passes to Beal. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, on that kind of move, Paul George is such a great scorer. He can stay in control even at full speed.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from George. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 9 points. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
So explosive on the inside. Russell Westbrook, crazy athletic.
Outside Leonard, stolen by Len. Bertans with the ball. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. The open shot by Beal with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead. George against Beal. Now here's Cousins. D right on him. Zubac the pass to George. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
Washington has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Outside Westbrook. Here's Beal. The 3 from Bertans. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Westbrook against Beverly. He kicks it to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Here's Westbrook. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Patrick Beverly.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Now here's Beal. Now here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
Beverly against Westbrook. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. And the 3 off target. Wizards trail by 5. Knocked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Outside Westbrook. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. And the rejection by Cousins.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Yeah, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead by 3. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. To the paint. Here's Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. But they get it back. George passes to Beverly. George trying to break free. And that one's good. Beverly. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Beverly excellent at getting a bucket when the team needs it. Stepping up that time.
Here's Westbrook. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
Now here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. And Westbrook throws it down.
It's a certain mindset right now to want the ball at the end of games, and Westbrook has it.
Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. It's not going to go for him. And the Wizards with possession. A 2-point game. And yet that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And it's tied up with that one.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Westbrook double team. Len against Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Len passes to Westbrook. It's good!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's Leonard. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Kennard, the pass to George. To halt the run. No good that time. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
George from deep three-point land. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Wizards with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bradley. Congratulations on the win. And how important is it to get this win at home when you got this road trip coming up?
It's real important. You always got to take care of your home court, and then at the same time, it gives us a winning streak now. So, we have to come out and be ready to play. It's a lot of tough teams, but I think we're going to be ready for the challenge.
Congratulations again, Bradley. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.